Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Friday night live stream of the Georgia Shooting Connection. We had a terribly busy week. I think we're all glad it's Friday. Uh, Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in, guys. Y'all already populating the side chat last night. Kyle, kick it off like we always do.
Good evening, my friends and peoples. Thank y'all for all showing up and commenting and asking questions. We got some killer people on the panel right now. I'm very glad that it's Friday. I am off of work. Hey, Andy. I went and got my new engine for my pickup truck yesterday.
Ooh,
And I'm looking forward to a long weekend of laying upside down under a Ford.
Oh boy.
Other than that, all right, Trapper, what you got?
That's me. I got most of my reloading stuff ordered this week. So I'm hoping it said 3 to 5 days before they ship. So I'm figuring probably next Friday I'll get everything in. So
All right. We're going to go in depth into that. We're going to talk about what we need, what we got to have, what we can get by without, this kind of thing. I think that'd be a great subject matter for the night. But I want to introduce everybody to Georgia Trapping and Fishing. This is Craig. He's from the south side of Atlanta. We can understand every word he says because that's what we do. And you are getting a little bit loud in the background there, Craig, if you can do something.
Let's see what I can do. Everything's off.
Okay. Well, you just got to talk more because when you talk, it goes away. So that's cool.
Oh, okay. I wonder if my laptop.
And, we have AR Guns with us. What's up, Elliot? You doing well?
Yeah, doing good, guys. Appreciate the link, Jamie, again, and I enjoyed the show. Welcome in the side chat. I went out to gun stores today, browsing around. Me and my brother took off to Athens.
Yeah, that's another thing we got to talk about too. CW, how are you, brother?
Very good. Thanks for asking. Doing great. Been doing a lot of casting. Big surprise, I know.
Well, it's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you.
So,
honor to be here.
Well, we're blessed with your presence, sir. And I want to. I think one thing we do need to talk about is, and I've been asked to do some videos about it, and I might do that. And I know CW has already started that kind of thing with his brass prep series, but just a series of absolute necessities for beginning reloaders. So y'all are piling in here. Way to go, guys. We got Georgia boys out there. Andy's out there. JCM. We'll go through the side chat in just a few minutes. Let a few more folks get in here. But Trapper, tell us what you ordered and who you ordered it from.
I ordered the RCBS Supreme, the Rock Chucker Supreme kit, that had a lot of the stuff with it, and then everything that wasn't in the kit, I went ahead and ordered. My bullet pullers, and I got a trickler. I just added a bunch of stuff that wasn't in the kit. The kit had a lot of stuff, and then I bought some dies and stuff to go with it, and bullet holders, a little bit of everything. As much stuff as I could afford at one time.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's all our CBS stuff.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Not cheap.
Well, I bought it straight from them because at the time I was watching, eBay and Amazon and all, and they had it actually cheaper on their website. Well, A couple of days after I bought it, then I think Midway had it on sale or somebody had it on sale. I could have saved $150, but
Wow.
it's ordered and it's coming. So,
This your first set?
yeah, it'll be my first set. I got a buddy of mine that reloads, and he's got a little bit of everything. But I just went ahead and just got all this in one big bundle that I could.
That's the best way to learn. You get a mentor, somebody who knows the ropes.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
He's reloaded a lot for a long time, and he said he'd help me, get started doing everything. And I'll probably do all my first reloading with him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
perfect.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? What cartridges are you thinking of starting with?
Well, I'm going to start with pistol. I went ahead and ordered, I got a set for the 40 caliber and 45 ACP. That I was able to get 2 deals with them and get 1,000 primers with each one. So at least I was able to get primers there. And then I did order a 223 die. And I believe that's the only ones I was able. I may have got a 9mm, but I couldn't find any 38s. I believe that's what I started out with right now. So mostly pistol stuff for me right now.
That's cool, man. 38 would be my recommendation for anybody that's starting out reloading.
Okay.
I'm so used to being out of primers. I was in a gun store today and forgot to ask them, did they have any coming in on the shipment? Go figure.
Watch this, y'all. Look, Mom, no hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you got?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I found it for $400 on Midway or one of the sites.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ozark.
Dave put up a comment you can highlight there, Jamie.
I have a 350 I got to work on.
Thorzak's.
Chevy small block.
Thanks, buddy.
Is that the one?
Yep.
Yeah. Craig, anything you need to know, buddy, all you got to do is let us know.
I sure appreciate it. I've watched so many, I don't know how many hours worth of videos I've been watching, but, I just keep watching them because everybody's got it. They may do it a little different. I mean, not their style may be a little different. I know their measurements and figures are the same, but I've learned a lot just from watching videos.
Well, let's talk about all this stuff you're getting in this kit. If I may be so bold.
Let me see.
You're getting a Rock Chucker Supreme press, a deburr tool, accessory handles, the M500 mechanical scale, Uniflow 3 powder measure, hand priming tool, universal case loading block, hex key set, the case lube kit, a powder funnel, and a spear reloading manual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we need to share with him about this stuff? First of all, the reloading manual. Read the first few chapters of it, and I'm going to stop screen here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to do that where everybody can see us a little bit. Big Al, you ain't right, buddy.
My first recommendation is buy another manual.
No, I disagree. Buy 2 more manuals.
Mm-hmm.
I did get one. I bought an extra
Actually,
Midway yesterday. Not sure which one it is right now. But I knew I wanted to get 2 or 3 manuals where I could cross-reference stuff. But I did get a second one yesterday. I just can't remember which one. They had a special on them yesterday, so I went ahead and bought that.
And to save you a little bit of money, like Alliant powders, you can actually print their entire manual online if you've got a whole ream of paper that you want to burn through. But it'll cost you the price of the ream of paper instead of buying the manual. I've got one downstairs. I don't know if you are looking into Fitavuri powder. You can print out all kinds of stuff from them. Hell, you can print it out from Hodgson too. I would take whatever caliber that you're looking at reloading and go to Hodgson.com, go to, I think it's AlliantPowder.com, and just print out everything they got for that caliber. That they have it set up where you can do that. You can get all your 44 Magnum rounds, your 38 Special rounds, your 9mm rounds, all of their published data. You can print it out for free.
Okay. That's a lot.
But I do recommend having a couple of different manuals from a couple of different manufacturers, cross-referencing, and
Yeah.
Jamie, can I show some pistol powders? Do you care?
That would be good.
You don't mind? Okay. Hang on. Well, I really got to get down here. So.
Okay, let's talk before you do that, AR. Go ahead and be digging them out.
Okay.
Manuals. When you hear, like I have the Lee, the Lyman, the Hornady, and the Shooter's World. Okay, all these people, all these different companies are pushing their stuff in their manuals. So when you buy a Hornady book, you're going to get Hornady bullets, load data on Hornady bullets. You got the Spear, you're going to be getting lots of load data for Spear bullets.
But nobody else.
But nobody else.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the Lyman book,
Yeah, same with Sierra.
with the Lyman book, they don't make bullets. So they got a little bit of everybody's in there. So, and they do have data for some of their some of their bullet molds and bullets that come out of their bullet molds. So that's really cool. So
I always recommend a Lyman first time reloader because of that fact. They don't have their own bullets. They don't make powder. They don't make primers. So they're going to show you what's popular when the manual was printed. So you'll get some Hornady bullets. You'll get some Spear bullets. You'll get some Nosler bullets. And it's a good place to start. And then once you establish what you like, you're going to like this powder over that one. You're going to like this bullet over that one. You're only going to be able to get this primer. So those are the manuals you buy for the stuff that you like. Okay. As you progress in your hobby, you'll end up with more and more manuals. But start out with the Lyman. You're already going to have the Spears, so start out with a Lyman, and then wait until you establish what you like. You may find out that you're only going to use Hornady bullets. So a Nosler manual, an RCBS, a Barnes, they're not going to do any good for you because you're not using their bullets.
Okay.
Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you do not cast your own bullets yet, correct?
No, not yet. I've been watching stuff on that, but that's on down the line for me.
That I think, sir, will change.
Well, I mean, I've watched you cast them, and I enjoy watching. I've watched 2 or 3 people, doing them. But I don't know. I just don't want to get overwhelmed all at one time. I'm sure I will get into it because I like doing it. I like to watch it be done. But I just want to learn the first stuff I got first.
Right. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Reloading to me became bland with like Barry's bullets and stuff like that. It was just the same thing over and over. Then I found out you can buy molds that are a little bit different, a little bit, oddball maybe, and maybe oddball to you. and you can play with those. I mean, you're still going to end up with the same bullet, but it's bullets that aren't in any reloading manual. So
Okay.
now you got to play it safe, start out early, and work up a little bit to what your firearm, whether it be a pistol or a pistol caliber rifle or whatever, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And you're gonna need to buy a lot of notebooks because you're gonna fill them up really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I have notebooks here. I have composition books. I have index cards.
Yeah.
I have a PDF thing that Jamie gave me a while back where it shows where you're at in your process.
The
I'm
important
using
thing
those.
is document every single thing that you load and shoot. If it doesn't perform for you, write a note in there. This don't work.
Jamie gave me
Yeah.
that
Okay.
flash processing.
Yeah,
Appreciate that,
something
Jamie.
like that. And actually, Jamie, I think you still have the PDF link to that, don't you?
It's
The
not.
ammo cards.
Yeah, it's easy to find. I think you just do a Google search for. Well, I'll find it. Right now, Midway USA. Thanks, Chico. I'm gonna have to send this to my. Lee Pro 1003 die set. All right, so that's for the Pro 1000 progressive Lee press. I guess you can use it for anything though. Let me email it to myself.
I thought you still had the link saved. Of course, that's been about a year and a half, maybe 2 years since you shared that. It's been a minute.
No, it's been about 3 or 4 months ago.
I thought you did it a while back before all the wonderfulness.
I
Ready?
got Chico. I got an email from Midway, but I ain't had time to go through and look at all of them. Let's see. We're going to share screen. There we go. Maybe that'll help some of y'all out. Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
$16.10 for the Lee 3-die set. All right, that's going to be the full-length size and die, bullet seating die, and factory crimp die, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check and make sure.
Hell, I'm gonna buy another set if it's only $16. Jeez.
Well, it's only the 3-die set. It's not their
Yeah.
4-die
I
set.
think they're specialty dies for that press, though. They're 7/8/14, but I think there's something funky with something there. I forget. I don't have that lead press, so I don't know for sure. But I see
Ready.
that.
Yeah. Ready makes up dies for a progressive, and all it is a different radius to enter the die a little bit better on a progressive. But you can still use it on a regular press.
Yeah, but it says this specific lead press. These dies.
Oh,
are for.
okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
The
Which press is it?
1,000.
Lee Pro 1000. So basically, it's just the die set. It doesn't have the shell holder, powder dipper, or funnel adapter and corresponding O-rings that go with their usual, like this one right here. And you see a big difference in their price.
Right. Well, you're gonna see a big difference in their prices versus when we bought them and when new people are going to buy them.
Absolutely.
Mr. Chapin has a comment there about these at 2020, Jamie. So there might be your difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember
Right.
something.
Okay.
That must be what I'm remembering.
So then they're going to rape you for $38 on the factory crimp die. They'll get you. They'll get you one way. Either it's coming or going. I mean,
I know the Lee 9mm 4-die set now is 59 too on the Midway. I'm trying to get that set, but I was hoping the price would go down on it.
well, from what I've been seeing, the prices are going down. It's just a very slow. It's a very slow train. It's not. It's not a roller coaster. That it's just a gradual 3% downgrade over the next 17 miles. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. The whole, when you're looking at seating dies and you're determining if it's also got a crimp feature in it, that's going to change the way you go about setting that up. At least for me, because I don't seat bullets and crimp on the same step. Like some folks do, some folks don't. I just
It's definitely something a beginner's going to have a problem with because it's a special setup. Well, it's a harder, more finite setup.
Yeah.
So you're better off not even trying to do it starting out.
You're better off getting additional die too.
Yeah, a separate crimper die is much better.
Every piece of brass has to be exactly the same. Every bullet needs to be exactly the same. And I mean, if the world is perfect and you set everything up correctly, it'll work. To me, it's easier just to bang them out and then crimp them on a separate die in a separate press. That way, I don't have to change anything. But you know, to each their own. But yeah, if the brass isn't trimmed, especially rifle brass and stuff, because it'll actuate the crimping thing before the bullet is seated all the way, and it can turn to a mess real quick, and you won't know it till you get to the range because all the damage is done inside the case.
To answer Big Al's question, if you're the kind of guy who sets your die up with a cam over on your sizer for your brass, you're probably not going to need to change anything for that Henry lever from your AR. But if you're the guy that really sets and watches his shoulders and doesn't move things back and sets that thing up really finite, you're probably going to need to reset up for the Henry. Just depends on how you reload.
Well, and actually, Big Al, one thing that I would recommend, and of course, my thoughts are not law, but I would recommend taking some factory ammo and shooting it, and then measuring the cases because it's going to expand to your chamber. And if you're looking for accuracy, that would be the best way. And then you're going to have to adjust your reloading dies to that shoulder bump and all that stuff. You're going to want to back that down about 2,000ths. Give it room to expand, of course, but it may not be the same in a lever gun because I know it's not the same in like a Thompson Center and an AR. I know it's not the same. So I don't have a 223 lever gun. I wish I did because that would be fun. But yeah, I would get some factory rounds and then shoot them and measure the brass because I wouldn't even know where to start with that one. I mean, you can go back with Sammy Specs, but you may be losing a lot of accuracy with it. I don't know.
Thanks, Thor.
Let me explain something to y'all. When I go off screen when I do a screen share, I'm not paying any attention to what y'all are doing over here because I'm focusing on that. And y'all are the side chat goes so fast that sometimes I'll miss an important question like that one Big Al had, and we really needed to address that. But and we'll dig into that question a little bit deeper how we go on as we go on. Yeah, Mike, I'm going to explain. Well, basically, what I'm telling you is if you got any questions or important comments while I'm doing a screen share, you're probably going to have to repeat them. I would never intentionally hurt anybody's feelings or never intentionally miss an important question or comment. But well, right this minute, there's 42 of y'all, so yeah, it's kind of hard for one guy to. Yeah.
It's harder than you think running these streams.
Okay, here's a good one.
Keeping your brass separate is a good plan to start there.
Yeah.
At least until you know what's going on.
The auto drum. I love the auto drum. My 300 Blackout and 223 Lee Loadmaster I have in the basement is set up with the auto drum, and that's what sold me on it. I now have like 3 of them. There's one right here. Hang on. Y'all are going to kick out of this. All right. It's a Dillon tool head. Okay. With Dillon dies in it. With a Lee auto drum sitting on top of it.
Cool.
This is what I'm loading my 270 rifle rounds with, because it's extremely accurate.
You don't have a Dillon measure?
Oh yeah, no, I've got plenty of Dillon measures. I actually found that with the powder that I'm using for the 270, the auto drum works better. It cuts it cleaner.
I've never seen my Dillon not do everything very well.
Well, I've heard a lot of people do that. I've got a YouTube video on it, and I think the title of it is "It's Blasphemy." But yeah, you can't go wrong with an auto drum, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing very, very, very fine, like flake powder and stuff like that, they can be a little bit off, but what they're off is not much. And actually, one of the reasons that I've got that on my 270 die set is I sent Willie the powder measure that I had on my 9mm, and I moved the one that I had on my 270 to my 9mm because I use fine flake powder. But there's nothing wrong with a Lee powder drum. I really enjoy it. It works very well.
I agree with Hobby's Hobo, and I agree 100% with what Kyle said. The Lee powder drum powder measure, auto drum powder measure is what they call it, works great for me with stick powders because it has an elastomer wiper and it didn't really cut the little sticks. It swipes them out of the way.
It moves them back into the hopper.
Or into the measure, one of the other.
It's kind of weird the way they do it, but yeah.
But I bought my Lee Classic Turret Press. Well, that was the first press that I bought. And I started with 9mm and 38 Special 357 Magnum and 45 ACP. With some of the powders that I was using for those particular rounds, like Tight Group, for example, one that we're going to really use a lot of in 9mm. It's my powder of choice for 9mm. It leaked like a sieve. And I've seen videos where all you got to do is change the drum and change the setting on the tension on that screw, and it'll stop leaking. maybe not. Maybe I need to play with it a little more. But I use the Lyman Brass Smith powder measure for those fine powders, and I use either on Progressive Press. I use a powder measure that Kyle gave me, the Lee Auto Disc powder measure. I love that powder measure. It don't leak those fine powders, and yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everybody makes, their own product, and we all play with them and develop our own style with them. I've got Lee drums, Lee powder discs. I was so impressed with the powder disc, the newer model, that I gave one to Jamie because it's a very good powder measure. The double stack, you can change the little discs in the bottom and all that, where you can double stack them and get different weights and all that. The Lyman Brass Smith I got is sitting right here, and then I got the Dillons on a bunch of other stuff, and I mean, you just play with it, and everything works great. You just got to figure out which one does the best for what you're doing. And yeah, like Mike Hester says, lead dippers, they never fail. Have a trickler right there next to you, and you're good to go. I got the Hornady automatic right here. It's just whatever you're doing, you figure out what it works for and use it for what it works for.
Okay.
That's a fact, William. Also, bear in mind that these companies are in business to make money. So all the little doodads and gadgets that they come up with can be an attempt on their part to detach you from your money.
Right. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I got to go move my car out of the driveway to let Miss Angel out. I'll be right back.
Can we show a few powders now, Jamie?
Absolutely, man. Then we're going to talk about manuals again. If y'all can.
Okay. This is basic, unique, and I also date them when I buy them. 2014 on here. Here's another brand, Bullseye 2013. And here's a 2018 I do that myself with a Sharpie, but I gave $19 for this power pistol. But
I like that powder.
I love that powder. That's my go-to for 45 ACP.
Mm-hmm. Unique is one of them that'll do almost everything you needed to do, including some rifle cast bullet stuff like light loads.
I need to get some tight group. Or is that what it is? Tight group.
Tight group in 9mm is reloader's dream.
Yeah, I got to buy some of that.
And I was, when I first got into it, the first three powders I bought were CFE pistol, IMR 4064, and tight group. And I was loading 9mm and 38 special at the time. And out of 9 and 38, the CFE pistol gave me higher velocities, but the tight group gave me better accuracy.
Well, can I ask you guys, the only powder that I've been able to get or find since I bought this stuff, I bought the Winchester Wind Clean 244. What's y'all's ideas on that? It says it's good for 9, 40, and 45. Y'all ever shot any of that?
What was it again?
The Winchester it's called Wind Clean 244. I got it at Midway. They had it the other day on sale.
I've never heard of it,
I've
but
heard of it.
I'm not big on Winchester. I do have some 296 and 231, which is the same as the 231, and the HP 38 is the exact same powder, I think. And then the 296 and H110 is the same powder, if I'm not mistaken. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but it don't matter what I say. Uh, check your reloading data, which brings us full circle back to manuals. So I told y'all which ones I have. I have the Lyman 50th, the Hornady 11th. That's a new addition rather. I've got the lead book that came with my press kit. The Shooter's World. I got the Lyman Cast Bullet Handbook. And of course, the Shooter's World is just a little pamphlet. So, who wants to go next?
Just to re-clarify what Jamie just said about powders. Yeah, those 4 powders he mentioned are considered the same today, but they weren't years ago. So if you're getting powder like from your buddy there that's had it for a long time, it may not be the same. So always go by your manual. If you're going to load 231, use 231 data. You're going to load HP 38, use HP 38 data. Same with 296 and H110.
I got a tech tip for Georgia here. Down there. That 244 powder is a ball powder. It works great. It's got low flash signature, and it works good in 9mm and 45 ACP. So that's a good powder.
I've been at this quite a long time, probably longer than,
Okay.
I don't know about Elliot, but longer than Kyle and Jamie have. But a lot of the new powders I have never used just because I've got a supply of the older powders and I've got established loads with them. So the fact that I haven't used it just because it's a newer powder, I just don't use the newer powders very much.
Okay.
It's probably a fine powder.
So, Craig, I think OCD Outdoors is talking about that particular powder. He says he uses it for 9 and 45, and he likes it a bunch.
It's clean burning. That's why it's called like wind clean.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and their website actually has a reloading chart, which gives you your specs, and at least it's broke down. It's broke down by each caliber. It has a lot of the stuff that they said right now. It's a newer powder, and it's hard to get specs on it. So at least I was able to find them on there.
Yeah, a lot of the new powders, they're less sensitive for temperatures with the rifle stuff and with the pistol stuff and the rifle stuff. They got stuff in them to clean copper and clean your barrels and clean chambers, and they're a lot cleaner burning. That's most of the new powders you're going to find. That's what their claim to fame is.
Okay.
Yeah. Papa's Place is having trouble with YouTube again, so y'all be watching your channels. Make sure they. Ozark's got 6 videos deleted. Unbelievable, guys.
Do they tell you? Do they tell you when they do it, or just they're gone?
I think they send you an email because if they're taking away reloading videos and casting videos and gun videos, my whole channel will be gone in no time. And so will CW's.
Sorry about the dog, guys.
Oh, that's all right. So Echo's got some, or at least heard of. Go ahead.
It's a low flash powder. For sure.
We got 40-something people in the chat, but only 11 likes.
So Ozark says no. They just gone. Willie said he got an email every time they deleted. Hipparchus says he sees 34 likes. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that. There's Preacher's Day Off. What's up? Reads like a knockoff of CFE pistol, but slightly faster. Lower load density with about equal velocity with a given bullet weight.
38 thumbs up now.
There's Harm. We can start now. Wow, man. It never ends, does it? All right, we've been on here 42 minutes. So let me go through the side chat, and I'm going to see if I can get Mr. Pollard to be our guest one of these times soon, and I'll get him to do this. So we got, starting at 8:29, we got Hobbies Hobo, Big E, Ozark Spirit, GGW Reloading, Andy 79Z28, MCK, James Pollard, Uncle John, Buzz T48, Willie Bulletman, Michael Hurtneck, Mike Hester, Jerry 1911, Preacher's Day Off, Kyle Lusk, Cranky Cletus, JCM 45, Jason Stewart, Hipparchus, I hope I'm saying that right, man. Willie Bulletman again, Mr. Pollard again, Echo's Reloading Chamber. And Echo, I want to talk about that perfect powder measure. So remind me. GGW, William C. Chapin, Lakeview Outdoors, Cranky Cletus, Georgia Boy 44, 6-shooter Texan, Andy again, Jerry again, Preacher's Day Off, Big E again, Echo again, GGW again, 6-shooter Texan. Did I say him already? Broke Loader, what's up? Ozark Spirit, Preacher's Day Off, William C. Chapin, OCD Outdoors, Mike Hester, Willie Bulletman, Rare Bear. There you go. Welcome in, brother. I think I'm repeating myself. MCK, Papa's Place, Lakeview Outdoors, Ozark Spirit, Willie Bulletman again, Hipparchus, Reloader 762, Harm, and I think that's all. I want to take time to thank all of y'all for coming in and joining us. I want to thank my brothers on the panel. And Thorzak, you wasn't in that, so we're welcoming you here, Michael Hurtneck. And I think that's all. So if I didn't call your name, I'm sorry. Say something at the bottom, and we certainly acknowledge all of you guys for coming in here.
Hey, Michael.
So again, we got CW's with us. We got Elliot, AR Guns. We got Kyle Lusk, if he ever comes back from moving his car. He must have moved it to Alabama. We got Georgia Shooting and Trapping. Y'all say hey to Craig. We're glad to have you in.
We got Chico Wise.
And when now we have Mr. Chico Wise in the house. And Craig, I'm still getting some noise in your background, and I don't know why. So I'm going to, if it's okay with you, I'm going to mute you. And
Yeah.
anytime you want to talk, you just unmute yourself and come on in. And
Okay, that's fine.
are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine. I can mute it. You want me to just mute it here?
If you want to, that'd be fine.
Yeah, if you want to ask me a question, I'll unmute it. That's fine.
Well, anytime you want to say anything, you jump in here, man.
Okay.
With what you're doing now with starting reloading, that's kind of what we're focusing on. So jump on in here. How you doing, Mr. Chico? Hope all's well, brother.
I'm good. I was about to comment in the side chat. I'm eating, so that's why I got my camera off. So how's everybody?
We're just glad you're here, man. I think everybody's okay.
Good.
45 thumbs up.
Absolutely. Yes, he does have a channel, OCD, and I'll see about getting a link to it while y'all talk about something else. I want to start going through the panel, and I want everybody to tell what all reloading manuals you have. And CW, I know you got a ton of them, so you probably need to wait to go like last.
I could just list what I don't have, and it'd be faster.
Okay.
There isn't many, really. I've got some pretty obscure ones. Maybe not the most current in all of them, but most all of them I have. You still there, Elliot?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going through my manuals.
Okay. I've got some spears back from the 50s. I've got some Hornadies back from when they first made them. Lyman's back half a dozen issues. I got some Barnes manuals, and I've got a couple powder manuals too. RCBS made a cast bullet manual, a couple of them. Those were pretty good. Lyman does a black powder manual, a shotgun manual, and smokeless manual. Some of the companies are pretty good at producing new manuals regularly, while other ones they'll go a bunch of years. Like Uncle Jim was talking the other day, he's waiting for the next Lyman because the 50th has been out for a couple years now.
Some I got in my head, some I was going to show. I got it. And I've actually got more, but I'm not going to go hunt them down.
Go ahead, Elliot.
Okay. Here's one from Western. Now, you get them sometimes in, I think I got it in a Rating T7 free. I know I did. Western Powders. Sometimes you get it free in a press, not always. You also get this free in a press sometimes, but not always with Rating. It just depends if I can get them. That's the standard. You can get that for like $6, I think, online. I have Vitivori free. It comes sometime with T7 free. So I don't know where it's at right now. I got 49, 50, 44 PDF manual, Lyman, excuse me. 48 PDF, number 5 Sierra, 9 and 10 Hornady, and these two or 3 Vitivori. So I think that's it. So
Chico dropped out.
You probably got more than me, CW.
Oh, I've got a bookcase full. Mm-hmm. I got to move them out. I keep some of them up here in the bookcase, and the ones that are newer and active I keep downstairs in the reloading room.
Mm-hmm. I got some PDFs from Andy here a while back, then he put it up the other day, and I didn't get the precision rifle reloading PDF because my stream almost went down because I was downloading so much stuff. Buffering.
So Bespoke Post, they just send you a cool box every month.
How about you, Chico? What do you got for manuals?
Can y'all hear me right now?
We hear you now.
Okay, because it might drop out. I've got the Hornady 10. I've got the lead that a lot of people don't like or talk mess about. I've got the lead which it shows all the bullets or shows a lot of different bullets. I've got the lineman. I've got the, what else do I have? The cast book. And I've got the little individual caliber ones. You know, I've got a few of those. I know I've got 9mm. I think I've got 45 code in that one. And, you know, that's just like a combination of a lot of different data. But I also use I use quick loads and I use online stuff, but I prefer the hardback stuff or the hard copies.
And this was Hodgson too. So I forgot to say that. I think earlier.
Yeah, the Hodgson manuals, they haven't produced one in quite a few years. They do a yearly magazine. A couple of stories on guns, a couple of stories on this, and then they list all their loading data in the back. That's a yearly thing.
Yeah, I got these free. Like I said, in press. Yeah.
My buddy gives it to me every year for Christmas.
That's cool.
I want the Sierra 6, the new Sierra. And,
I was going to buy it, but you can get them online, so I didn't bother.
What do you got at PDF or app?
So I print it. I just saved it.
Oh, okay.
I don't print many of them. As long as I can access them, I just access them. I don't bother to print them.
I got to look for that.
I've got a couple of those Caliber Pacific.
Those are really good.
They really are.
Yeah, if you do a lot of pistol stuff, the Contender one gives you a whole pile of data in just one manual. It's all Contender loads.
So there you go, Craig. What do you think about that? Let me do this.
Look at the fancy crawler.
And we'll do that too. So there's a link to Georgia Trapping and Fishing channel, YouTube channel. So y'all copy and paste that, and after the show, go over and check out Craig. Subscribe to him. He's closing in on 1,000, and I'm closing in on 700. So if you guys aren't subscribed to me or him one, yeah, we could use a few more subs. There's Sergeant Devil Dogs in the house. What's up, man?
Uh-oh.
Sounds like Kyle's back.
Kyle's back.
Sorry. Yeah, it turned into moving the car to, hey, what do you want for dinner? And nobody can decide on anything. So
That's what I told him. I said, Kyle will be back as soon as he moves the car. Apparently, he moved it to Alabama.
no, I just moved it, brother. I moved it. I backed it up 6 feet and moved it over 2 feet.
Yeah, I'm sub to you, Georgia Trapping. Yeah, I thought it was.
And,
Yeah.
and if anyone is unfamiliar with what a lot of us talking about those single caliber reloaded manuals, this is what they look like right here. One book, one caliber. That's 45 ACP. But it looks like you can. It's got a website. You can. Well, hold up, right there, loadbooks.com. Like you can order them from there.
Yeah, Midway has them. Cabela's has them. If you're into Cabela's, they always got them.
Yeah, Cabela's got a nice assortment right there in the store.
Harm, some of them are, but not all of them.
Right.
So there's a good question. Like Ruger only loads. I think those are. I think you can load those a little bit harder, can't you?
Contender will take it, yeah.
Yeah.
Same as the Ruger. Yep.
Well, the thing about Ruger only loads, you have to look at the model that they're specifying, whether it's Black Hawk, Red Hawk,
Yeah, the newer
or
ones won't
what.
take it.
Because the Black Hawk Rugers are not as stout as the Red Hawk Lugers, or Rugers, not Lugers.
I want the Black Hawk.
What caliber?
That's sad. That's sad.
44.
Echo. And Echo, how do you remember all the stuff that you do, man? You're amazing to remember. And heck, dang, Curtis is just as bad. That man has a photographic memory.
Lyman is about 15 miles from where I sit.
Really?
Yep.
They're sponges.
Been there many times.
I'm the same way with other things. I remember all kinds of stuff that I shouldn't, and then I can't remember all kinds of stuff that I should. You know, like when to pay the power bill. You know?
Right.
Yeah, if I want to remember something, I usually will. If I want to remember just a general, I will. And I leave out some of the fine details and move on.
Reloader 762 is a great source of. Yeah, the Western Powders Manual. Speaking of which, my power is about to die, and it stayed on.
I'm about to say, it's looking like you having thunderstorms over there, sir.
Yeah, we're getting that way. It's been doing that lately, man.
Yeah, we from what I hear, I was in the process of driving home from work, but we had a doozy here around 3:00, 3:30. It was
It's not raining.
pretty bad.
My dog raises Cain when it's raining.
At Parkus, man, I'm telling you, dude, Starline makes some good stuff. I'm about to go on the 6.5 Creedmoor journey, and I've been at work. I've been binge watching Johnny's Reloading Benches playlist of 6.5 Creedmoor videos. There's 29 of them. Almost all of them are over an hour in length, so there's some good information there. And I'll tell you something else. You won't be sorry with Starline Brass at Parkus. And
I never have been.
I've got some Starline. I got some Starline 357 Magnum and 350 Legend brass, and it just works. Yeah. So
I just still hadn't figured out what we're doing for dinner. I just moved my car for no reason, apparently.
Some of these companies on load books, they actually do their own shooting and their own data.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't trust a lot of that. I'd rather have two people say it works than one person say it works.
Well, I'm just I just appreciate Lyman actually doing the work to get OCD. I done seen all yours, buddy. Yeah, they actually test their bullets from their bullet molds, and that's Lee don't do that, and I don't know that any other of the bullet manufacturers do.
Well, and the other thing about Lyman is they also throw Sierra bullets in there, Hornady bullets. If you're doing store bought bullets, they throw a variety of manufacturers in there. then they have it's mostly brand specific, but they will throw a couple of different molds in there that are popular, and they know that, so they go ahead and stick that in there. So you can't go wrong with a Lyman book.
Even that Lyman cast lead handbook has got some Lee molds and some RCBS mold data in there.
Yep, I'm waiting on them to come up with a new edition of that, because that one came out what 84.
I don't know. It's the one I bought when I started getting into reloading about what 2012, 2013.
It's the blue cover with the ladle on it.
Yeah,
I think that came out in like 84 or 88. I'm waiting on to come out with another one, and I'm gonna be the first one on the slate to buy it, because there's a lot of good information in there.
Yeah, the previous one is pretty good too. I use both of them pretty regular.
Yeah. I just don't remember when it came out. It was either like 84 or 88. I've been waiting since there's been a lot of incline in bullet casting and like powder coating and all that stuff. I'm waiting on them to compile some data and throw out a new manual. And I tell you, it's going to be the number one seller on Amazon or wherever they wherever they decide to sell it.
The Lyman 50th has a section for Thompson Center stuff. Echo.
Yeah. I think the 49th did too.
It's a load books, Dave. It's a load books manual. Just a contender version.
Hang on. I got a 49th right here. Hang on. I think it's got a contender section too. Hang on.
There you go.
Apparently, my dog has decided that I didn't need the 38 special page. What
was my 6.5 by 63, Mike?
Yeah, I think they went to the Thompson contender model in the 50th. I didn't see it in the 49th in my little skim through right there, but I did figure out that my dog didn't think that I needed the 38.
Yeah, there's different bullets in it. That's what makes it useful. You know, there's some bullets that I still cast and load, and we all do, that you won't find in the new one, but it'll be in the older ones. So the older manuals are still viable information.
Yes, they are. Craig, you see that comment right there?
Yeah, don't listen to Marvin all the time.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Blow your face off.
Yeah.
I was looking at.
Ozark has a similar sense of humor to mine. We get sarcastic and cynical sometimes. Don't mean anything by it.
I was looking at a Savage Ultralight today, 110, carbon fiber wrap barrel, lightweight. You can hold it with one hand.
See,
man, I love that thing.
See, AR, this is what they do to me. I mentioned 6.5 Creedmoor, and then they come out and tell me all these cartridges that are better than 6.5 Creedmoor. Where was that information when I was trying to decide what rifle to buy? You know, too little, too late.
6.5. The Creedmoor is a damn good caliber. It's just not all that everybody thinks it is.
I'm gonna buy it eventually, and that probably Savage.
260 Washington was out first, and it's arguably better, depending on what you clarify as better.
So we're getting
getting
some more folks up in here. Chico, how you doing over there, buddy?
Yeah, turn your speaker on though.
Apparently, you can't.
Maybe sign language.
I'm trying to unlock it too, man.
I like carbon fiber wrapped barrels now. At least for
Only
a
ones I
while.
ever had were for a 1022.
I ain't never seen that before. There you go,
Yes.
Mr. Pollard.
Savage had it in 308 today, the ultralight, and then they had it in 6.5 Creedmoor, 2 calibers. Yeah. Proof research barrel on it.
I don't know, Harm. Maybe we'll find out. There's my man Chico. But that was weird, Chico.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me unmute it for some reason, and then it just I just turned off my son's internet, so he's had all kind of games up and streaming services up, so
There you
I
go.
just shut this stuff down.
It's a screamer, and it don't eat
Yep.
barrels.
But I was looking on loadbooks.com with that little manual I showed you. I think I've been on their website before.
Sorry, guys.
It said they have over 70 calibers in those books. So I guess they make, dang, that's a lot. But like everything else, man, the price on them books done went up, even on their website. And some of them, like the base price is $16, right? Some of them, like 44 Magnum, it's $19.75. I couldn't see myself purchasing that. I might as well buy a load manual.
Yeah, that Contender one, if they still make it, is probably up there too, because it's a lot thicker. It's like an 1.25 inches thick, 1.5 inches thick. It's got a lot of data in it.
You ain't
45.
right, Ozark.
What is that?
I'll be back shortly, guys.
All right, good deal. Chipmunks to polar bears. Yeah, I don't know. Echo, I bought some at Cabela's a couple of days ago. Well, a couple of weeks ago now. Yeah, that's about what I paid, $7.95. They're still a good deal for all you get in there. Chico,
They're
What
just
is that,
everybody else's.
Jamie?
those single caliber books.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, look, I was at Cabela's a couple of days ago too, and they didn't have any calibers that I was. Actually, I take that back. They did have 7.62 by 39, but I left it on the shelf because I was looking for something else. I was looking for those little ignition starters. I'm sorry, I'm fighting with baby spiders all in my reloading area. Yep, $7.95. I buy them though if they got them at Cabela's for that price.
I hear you, Hipparchus. It's good, but it ain't that good, man. I'm thinking about adding 308 to the thing too, man. Chico's got a 308, and I got a 6.5 Creedmoor. Between the two of us, we can tag team it.
The brass is everywhere. People just leave it on the range.
308, yeah.
Hey, I'll tell y'all something. I was at an outdoor range, and these guys were there. I was shooting my 300 blackout. I was shooting my suppressor and stuff like that, right? My 22, right? So these guys over there just going to town with 300 blackout pistols, right? And I'm just like, every time it hit the floor, it's like I was just like in my head, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And when I left, I went over there and got it all. And the guy asked me, he said, "We got to pick up our own brass." I said, "No, you just leave it there." Just leave it there. He was like, "Oh, I was going to say, man, because we put out a lot." I was like, "Yep, surely did." and I got a bag over here somewhere full of it. Oh,
Every time I go to the range and pick up brass, I get home with some 308.
that's why I said it's everywhere. It's definitely everywhere.
So Tim S has 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor. That's pretty good.
Tim, did you get my emails today? Did I clear up your question there on antimony?
What did I do with that brass? Shit. Brass everywhere.
I kind of agree with Fuzz. I got 30, 30, and 35 Remington, and that's pretty fun stuff. I mean, it really is. So, Chico, in a few more minutes, I'll let you do the side chat properly just for Mr. Pollard.
All right. Hey, and my last, I don't know if I said this last time I was here, but my last time I was at uh one of the monthly USPSA matches I was shooting in. Man, I found, well, I think it's like gold. So I found some good old. Does anybody want to gander what that might be?
Looks like a
It's hard
7.6231. I can't read it.
by, but when you see it, you should pick it up. Let's see if we can get it in there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, a 39.
Yeah, 7.62 by 39.
Yeah, yep, 7.62 by 39, and it was everywhere, and I was like, who
In brass?
in they right? And it's
Wow. You don't find that very
PPU
often.
7.62 by 39, and
Yep.
they just left it on. And it's expensive if you try some.
And y'all know we don't generally talk about politics on our live streams, but when it affects the shooting community, I think we just about got to pay a little bit of attention to it. And
It
the
is
fact of the
brass,
matter,
and it's you're right, and it's Boxer Prime. I was just thinking it might have been in Verdun Prime, so I definitely picked up at least about 50 cases.
I agree with that, Hipparchus. Problem with that is Lapua and Peterson both are using, and 6.5 Creedmoor anyway, they're using small rifle primers. So, and Johnny's reloading bench was having problems with hang fires and misfires with some powders, particularly the stick extruded type powders. Um, so with small rifle primer brass. So I would uh, I would probably go with that, Mike Hester. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if you've heard Chico, but our president banned in importing Russian ammunition today.
I heard about that. Freak.
7mm bench rest. That sounds interesting.
Yep, it's a cute little bugger. All those BR cases are nice little efficient stubby cases.
Good night, Cranky.
Good night, Cranky.
Thanks for being here, buddy. Man, it's getting tough to be a reloader. Can you hear us, Kyle?
We can't hear you, Kyle. Oh, he's muted still. Okay.
There you go. Chico popped out again. I was just putting up a 6.5 Grendel. That's pretty cool.
I like that one a lot too. That's a fun one.
OCD Outdoors has quite a few 6.5 Grendel. I tell y'all what I did today. This week. I did a lot of stuff gun and reloading related. Friend of mine from my church wanted me to work over a Savage 16 gauge double barrel side by side. Well, it's actually a Stevens, but that's made by Savage, I believe. He wants to make a trade for some kind of a carry gun, so I might be working on that gun for myself. So that'll be fun. The problem is, like what Hipparchus and Chico are talking about in the side chat right now. You think 7.62 by 39 is hard to find or expensive? Try finding some 16 gauge shotgun shells.
Oh crap! You ain't been able to find that stuff in what 15 years without it costing you an arm and a leg?
I used to shoot 16 gauge.
Shops here near me that always have it on the shelf.
I'm sorry. Am I now up to speed after leaving and coming back? Because it was stupid lagging on my end.
Sound good.
Seem to be caught up.
No. Copy that.
You're good.
That's a good one, Rebel.
If I'm looking weird, guys, sometimes I'm looking at 3 monitors.
Right.
One there, one over there, one.
Chico just keeps popping in and out. I bet you in money Carter's got the iPad.
AR, even though I know that you're wearing headphones,
yeah,
I can see you being a World War II or World War I biplane pirate. Not even a pilot, just a pirate. You stole a plane.
Yeah.
And it looks like you need your leather cap and all that.
Yeah, I got you. Well, if I turn the speakers on, we'll get feedback. So it's the only thing I got.
Right.
Or echo sounds.
GGW, we couldn't get 16 gauge anytime, but around this time of the year, you would see 16 gauge coming in because, dove season. Yeah.
The Red Baron. Remember that song years ago? 60s. I bet most
I remember the Snoopy cartoon.
Yeah, they had a Red Baron song, I think, too, in the 60s. Buddy Red Baron.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to show how old I am.
Yep, I remember it.
I remember it. Craig, you remember that song?
I forget about a lot of those songs until something comes up in my head.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
Well, that's what they say. The not being able to read the screen is the first thing to go.
Hey, I can read the screen, man. I got bad vision. I can still read the screen.
I'm messing with you, brother. You know that.
I know.
I'm finally glad to be on the same wavelength as everybody else, because I was lagging pretty damn bad. I was commenting the stuff that happened 5 minutes ago.
Wow.
Well, I got 10 people over here using my Wi-Fi, and I can't get over there next to it to plug directly into it.
Okay, now we got a lull in the action here. Back to lead powder measures, and I hope Curtis is still out there because he can help us. I did not like the auto drum that much because it leaked the kind of powders I was using initially, so I never really gave it a good shot, a fair chance. I'll be in touch with you, Mike, for sure. We're going to be coming up there, and I hope me and Willie get to make a visit up there.
Why you got to make it down to just you and Willie?
We'll fill up the car with as many as want to go.
I got 3 weeks of vacation, man.
Wow.
Good deal, man. And Chico gone again.
This is my first year with 3 weeks of vacation. Hell, I ain't been able to use it.
I used to have 4 on my job.
I'm just scared to death.
See, that's what I've been trying to say for an hour and 24 minutes, Pollard. Thank you, sir. You got to sort those out, man. The drum just doesn't do well with the fine powders. The disc does great with fine powders. It still leaks a little bit, the disc with really fine powders, but nothing like that drum powder does.
Yeah, that stupid fine powder. Yeah, I got a little bit of leakage, even though I've got the updated model with the swiper and all that stuff. And I mean, it still works great. You're not going to see that big of a variant, but after about 500 rounds, it can make a little bit of mess.
It makes a mess. It throws near. I'm sorry.
My Dillon don't leak. My RCBS don't leak. My Reddings don't leak. They all work fine. Any powder I want. The only complaint I do have is the Redding doesn't like really small charges of pistol powder. The 2, 3, 4 grain stuff. Other than that, that's my only complaint with the Redding. But the uniform,
I've got about 15 Dillon powder measures, and you are exactly right. They do not leak.
But how much do they cost compared to the Lees?
Exactly. A brother of mine was in need, and so I sent him the powder measure off my 9mm setup, because at that point I was using the Dillon powder disc on my 9mm, and so I'm not even going to go there. I sent a certain brother of mine the Dillon powder measure. I said, "Here, you can rig this up. This is how you do it." And he was like, "Cool, awesome." I've got Dillon drums on my thick powder, calibers that I use. Don't have them on all of them. I'm still using the Dillons. I still got the Brass Smith, all that stuff. But I've made the, I guess, correct choices in the calibers in which the powder that I use, that the drum is a really good choice, and I've been enjoying it. So, I mean, they've been working great.
Yeah, the drums, you can get the big drums or the smaller drums, and yeah, that Lee Deluxe. I've been wanting one of those. I have the Lee Perfect Powder Measure, and it works really good, particularly with the stick powders. But my Brass Smith powder measure don't have a lot of trouble. It don't throw as consistent a charge with the stick powder because you can feel it chopping it, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But all of those powder measures that CW mentioned, and I want to be fair about this. Whereas nowadays, if you buy those particular powder measures, you're going to pay a pretty good bit for them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking around 100 to 150 bucks for some of them that he mentioned. But back when I bought these Lees that I have, um, I paid like $20, $25, 30, 35 bucks for them. And I'm telling you, when CW bought those that he's talking about now, he didn't pay near the price
Oh no, right.
that we would have to pay for them if we bought them nowadays.
Redding's about almost 200 bucks and more than 200.
Reddings are up there. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially that
Yeah, that's
the X15 isn't so much. What's the other one, Elliot? The better Redding. Bench.
There's a 30. Is it 30 bench rest or 30?
Bench rest something.
30
bench
BR, I think.
Yeah, BR. Right. Yeah,
Is that it? Yeah.
that one's like double the money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem out of my Dillons. I don't have a problem out of the Brass Smith from Lyman. And for the powder that I'm using, where I'm using the Lee powder drum, I don't have a problem with it. I found what works. It works. So I just keep using it.
I may try that Brass Smith Lyman.
Yeah, they're
maybe
pretty good priced. I think.
I'm telling you, me and Uncle Jim both agree. For the money, that is the best powder measure I've ever had.
He just did
It's
a video.
half the price of a Dillon. What now?
Uncle Jim just did a video on his, like a rehash, a couple years use, and I think he said that Midway has them on sale right now too.
Yeah, he's been using it for 3 years, and it's spectacular. I've been using it. That's what I use to load all my 44 Magnums, 44 Specials, 35 Remingtons, stuff like that, just because I don't have all the other powder measures for the progressive press, and I ended up my Dillon or the Lee 4-hole turret as a single stage press, and that has been a trooper. It really has been a trooper.
Let me shoot this by you guys. The Lyman Brass Smith got 12 in stock on Amazon right now, $64.49.
I think it was 35 or 37 on Midway.
Wow.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I bought mine. It was stupid cheap, and I also bought the RCBS mount, like Uncle Jim said in his video. It'll fit in most. He made a homemade mount for it, but I found a RCBS mount with the same thread type for $14 or something like that. And I've loaded many rounds with it just sitting on top of that, and just tank, and it's a trooper. I mean, it really is. you can dial it in, get it all set in, and it's as long as you do everything the same. I mean, if you're in an earthquake, it might overcharge a little bit or undercharge, but for the for the most part, I mean, it's within point two or 0.02 tenths of a grain of the powder charge you're looking for. And I mean, it's ignorant how accurate that thing is for the price it is.
Thanks, Fuzz. I'm glad Craig's here too. I wished he'd say a little bit more. But
Sorry, just listening.
But he is a Georgia boy, so y'all be aware that if he decides he's going to be a panel member, ain't a whole lot I can do to stop him. So
I appreciate it.
What are you doing in my kitchen? I'm sorry, I'm messing with the little ones. You want to come in here and say hello to everybody?
On your rating, CW, that
say hello.
It didn't. Hey.
Hey, darling. Bye, darling.
No, she gone. She gone. Look at her doing her little cheerleading thing out through the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with, and you know what? It ain't that bad. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Well, we can't see that. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
There
Wow.
you go.
Yeah. 39.
It's too bright.
It's what?
39.48.
39.48.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Midway.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Hipparchus, that's one of the things we kind of want to get across tonight is that you ain't got to spend a bunch of money to make really good ammo. That
What
feels
you need
good.
to do is spend good money on equipment that works, and it doesn't matter who makes it, as long as it's accurate. You can use dial calipers, electric calipers, electronic scales, manual scales, doesn't matter. Use something that is accurate and you will have consistent results. And that's what we're looking for, is consistent results.
I hear you, man.
I've got certain things that work for me for this and certain things that work for that. And that's what I use because I make ammo for my guns and that's what I care about. I figured out my gun's happy zones and I stay there. And I've acquired a couple of pieces of equipment that make it a little bit quicker to do it, but I still don't have a problem sitting there doing it with a trickler. If it came down, if it came down to it.
Let me tell y'all, I've only played with 300 Blackout one time, and I was shocked at the accuracy. That little, I mean, you can't shoot 500 yards with it or nothing like that, but 50
Oh,
or
you
100
can.
just stack them in the same hole, man.
Yeah, you can, but that's not what it was designed for. But at 50 to 100 yards, I can drop them subsonic or supersonic, depending on which bullet I'm shooting. And I've loaded several different bullets: 175s, 200 grains, 230 grains, 150 grains, 125 grains, and you can put them all where you want them. You gotta give me a couple bites of your fries. Thank you. All right. You bring me what's left.
I hear you, Lakeview. You can spend as much or as little as you want to reload.
Mm-hmm. You just find what works and use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the name of the game is.
There's Idaho. What's up, man? Then everything else later that you add later on that you don't have to spend the money to do it with, but it makes your life easier. Yeah, that's what happens.
Just slim down, baby.
That's kind of why I wanted to just get the basic things that I knew I'd probably need, and as I get along and get better at it and all that, if I find something I think it'll speed me up a little or make it easier, then I'll purchase some more stuff. But I just wanted to get the basic setup, to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I got the right stuff.
I don't think you did wrong with what you got.
Good stuff.
You're going to use it, and you're going to become familiar with it. And a couple of things you may change, a couple of things you may not.
Yeah.
It's the growing pains that everybody goes through. Some people like this, some people like that, and you can't listen to us. We ain't the know all, tell all, be all, but we can just give you our experiences with it. And I've used some RCBS messes. I've got a few of them, and they work fan-damn-tastic. My buddy likes to sit there with his RCBS hand primer and watch, I don't know, Law and Order or whatever, and he'll reprime 1,000 cases, just sitting there having fun,
Yeah. Well, the biggest reason I got my stuff was to be able to target shoot some more. I mean, I've been sitting on my bullets because I was scared I couldn't get any bullets, and I haven't shot in almost a year. So I thought, I'll get the stuff I know I shoot, and I start measuring out some bullets and find the bullets that my gun likes. May have to bump it up or down a little bit, but find it where it's shooting in my gun the best, and then at least I can practice shoot again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Y'all say hey to Cyclops Joe Ray,
Hello, Cyclops.
the
Hey, man.
funniest man on YouTube, maybe in America, bar none, since James Gregory passed away. Good old Alabama boy. Y'all, if y'all are not familiar with Cyclops Joe, he does absolutely brilliant
Yep.
videos on scope reviews and stuff like that.
Yep. All
And
kinds of optics.
yes, and his blooper reels.
I've seen a few of them, and they are spectacular.
Man, he's had me laughing until I cried. I've been sitting here watching him do some of them things and laughing till I literally was crying laughing.
Well, ain't that what it's all about?
It is. Super Straight. I don't believe I've seen you in here. Welcome. I don't think you'll get a
Argument.
argument. Thank you. See why I need Chico so bad? He finishes my sentences. Yeah. He gets tired of me talking so slow. Rebel leaving us. Not Mike. Have a
Right,
good
Mike.
weekend, buddy. Yeah, so been a big night.
I'm sorry, I'm eating chili cheese fries right now.
I am not.
Figured out dinner, huh?
Yep.
That's coming up pretty close, though, ain't it, Joe? So, Joe, when we're going to see some reloading vids, bud? Super straight. I
Uh,
don't think we do politics up in here, man.
well, I'm not headed to Houston anyway. I do have some close personal friends that are going to be in Alabama tomorrow. Y'all can put those puzzle pieces together on your own.
I understand Pop's place. The way I do it ain't necessarily the way you should do it. So there's Pam. What's happening? Roll Tide, damn you. I
Get
can't
out of
believe
here, Pam. Come on now. But yeah, to go along with what Jamie said, no, we are not the know all, be all, end all of any dang thing. We're just telling you how we do it and what works for us. If you can find up a better way that works for you, by all means. And please share it. You know, because you may have thought of something that none of us have ever thought of.
Yes, Joe, you're right, sir. We all have one of those. Pam, I'm sorry I said that. I ain't said that in years, but dang, Roll Tide. And I
Yeah.
loved you so. I'm telling you, I loved you so. And Joe, you want to get back into reload and let me know, man. We'll round you up some stuff. 6-shooter Texan, he's in Texas. It's in Houston, so. And let me say this about Craig. Is it okay if I take your ticker down now?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll bet you money that you're over 1,000 by now.
Good Lord. Well, that'd be great.
Yeah, she did that on purpose. See what she's doing to me? Okay, while we got Joe Ray Cyclops on here, I got a question for you. It's burning in everybody's mind. You're an Alabama boy, big old boy, Bama or Auburn? We're waiting. Inquiring minds want to know. And of course, we're the Georgia Shooting Connection.
Why
You
does
know
it matter?
where?
Last time I checked, I'm delayed again, ain't I?
No, if you just said that, you're not.
No.
Last time I checked, a bulldog take care of a dang war eagle and an elephant. The only one I'm worried about is a tiger, and they can't commit to that being the mascot. So whatever.
There you go. I like him better already.
He's an
Yeah,
Aggie. Aggie.
he's an Aggie.
And of course,
War Eagle
my
is the
internet.
correct response.
Okay.
Clemson Tigers, G23. We play, Georgia plays Clemson first game. That's Labor Day weekend, I think. So that's coming up here in a couple of weeks.
And I'm so sad that Trevor Lawrence for Clemson. He went pro. He went to my high school, not a mile and a half away from me. And let me tell you, he was a blast to watch. He was amazing. Y'all are going to hear his name again.
Yeah, the trouble with those bees, Pam, is as a bulldog swallows them whole the Saturday after Thanksgiving every year and never even know it.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all won't do. So, all right, we've been on here an hour and 45 minutes. Let me go through the side chat again, and we'll start going through the room and let these nice people have the rest of their weekends. Uh, so we're all the way back to 9:33. We got Mr. James Pollard, OCD Outdoors, Georgia Boy 44, Hobbies Hobo, Single Shot, Lakeview Outdoors, Hipparchus, Idaho Rogers USMC, Mike Hester, Fuzz T48, Big Al, Single Shot, Fuzz T48, Jerry 1911, Georgia Boy 44, Willie Bullet Man, G23, what's going on, man? Big Al again, Cyclops Videos, Joe W. Ray. If y'all don't know him, go check him out. At Parkus, we got Thor's Axe, Big Al again, Idaho Rogers, USMC, Mr. Pollard again, Pamela Earp, Super Straight, IOTBW. I don't know what that means, but welcome in, brother. Big Al again, Reloader 762, Single Shot joined us, Chico Wise, Pam Earp again, Mike Hester again, Big E, Cyclops again, Pam Earp, Papa's Place, Mr. Pollard again, Super Straight again. So y'all popping that side chat, ain't you? Georgia Boy again, Idaho. I think that's all. I think I'm repeating myself at this point. There's John's hand loading. What's going on, man? Almost missed him. Thor's Axe.
I'm sorry, I have to excuse the behavior of the adolescents that are in my presence because Lord knows I would never burp on a live YouTube stream.
We got lost my place. John, we got OCD Outdoors. We got Cyclops again, Super Straight again, Hobbies Hobo, K24 jumped in. And OCD, I do have 6 Creedmoor questions, and I'll be calling you. Magnum Worship, what's up, brother? CW Longshot's in the panel. John's hand loading again. Fuzz T4K, Rare Bear is here. Papa's Place again, 6-shooter Texan, K24. Pony _47. Good night, buddy. Mr. Pollard. And I think that's all. Thanks for coming in, Joe. We appreciate it, man. And I think that's all. So let's start going through the room. And what you gonna be working on, CW? Anything good?
I got some more casting to do, and I placed an order for about a half a dozen more powders. A couple are replenishing used up supply, and a couple of new ones. So we'll see how those come.
That blue was awesome, man. I don't care what people say.
Well, those I liked an awful lot.
That thing, and you know, I'm a stand-up guy, so it being a stand-up only powder is not a problem for me.
Yep. Nope. I wanted to be clear. It's not a negative. It's just a different way you got to do it.
Yeah, you just have to. Some of them they do work better stood up.
So I'll have that. I'll have some videos on that coming.
AR, what you got working on, man? Anything?
Now I gotta get a bench primer, probably by Lee. I got some 223. I gotta finish priming instead of on the 650. I've got a 9mm. I gotta get the bench primer for. So
That Lee bench primer is pretty good.
I'm gonna try it.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. I've gone through 2 of them.
right. Doing good though. Outside of that, that's about it though.
Far as priming's concerned, y'all have heard me say it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But hold on to it.
If it wasn't hand, I would like it.
That's the ticket. I really like that primer. I'd rather hand prime with that thing than do it on the press. So, Craig, dude, man, it was awful good to have you. I wish you could join us more often and talk it up a little more. I think we got you some subscribers tonight.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of y'all's help, and especially the side chat too. I've read everybody's comments, and I got a lot from them. I just don't know how to respond to y'all, so I'm sorry. But I mean, I was reading them, and I appreciate everything. But I appreciate all y'all's information too, because it's just going to take me a while. But you know, I'm on here. I'll be watching every Friday night here. I get a lot from it. So I appreciate y'all taking time with me.
Hey, man, we're honored to have you, man. Thanks for being here. You're a Georgia boy. You got an open invitation. All you got to do is holler at us and let us know when you're free, and we'll certainly send you a link.
Thank you.
It's going to be interesting watching the growth of a new reloader. So that would be interesting for all of us to have you back on anytime you can make it and see where you're at and how you're doing with it.
That'd be great.
And now that you're into reloading, you're going to have to add some shooting and load testing, stuff like that on your channel. And that way we can go over there and see how you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I plan on hopefully doing that.
That'll be fun. So, Kyle, what's going on, buddy?
I'm sorry, I had it on mute. I've been talking, but nobody was listening. No, everything's going great here. Been raining a lot. Got a bunch of jalapenos to put up and all that stuff. Been playing around with some other shotgun slugs and casting some 38 special bullets with Jamie's mold. Got to get all those sized and lubed and all that stuff. I'm not even powder coating them. I'm traditional lubing them. Also got a brand new engine for my pickup truck that I need to get put in there. So that's probably what's going to involve most of the weekend, getting the old one out and swapping everything over to the new one, and hopefully getting it put in or sat in there. It ain't going to be done because I'm too old to go at it that hard anymore. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to do a lot of bullet sizing and stuff like that, and I can't wait for Willie to get here because apparently we're going to be doing a bunch more bullet sizing because he's going to bring me some more bullet size and dies. So other than that, I'm grateful to be a part of it tonight. Still got a bunch of friends and family over here, but I was glad I could make it through it tonight without losing the internet like I did last week.
Well, I'm here to tell you, buddy, I believe that mold is a fine candidate for traditional lubing. CW, it's the 358477 Lyman. So yep. I think that'll work good.
I love it. I've already lubed several of them, and then I went and bought the exact same pistol, and so I got to get enough for me too. So I mean, we're talking at least 200 bullets a piece. I mean, come on.
Well, I got to show y'all some things I've got over this week. First of all, I want to show you this 45 ACP brass,
Nice.
deprimed and cleaned, ready to be sized and loaded. And I don't know if y'all know what this is. This is a media separator for the old vibratory tumblers, where you just dump it in there and shake that out and get the. Anybody else got one of these?
Isn't that the one they had the several different sizes where it actually separate the brass too?
No, this one's just to separate the brass from the media. You
Oh,
just
okay.
put it in there and shake it. Well, I found this right here. This is an oil drain tray, and it fits surprisingly well. So y'all know I'm doing I'm using the Harbor Freight tumbler, and I built the canister for it, and so these two together work out pretty good, man. Dump them in there a few times, shake them out.
You talking about the wet tumbler?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
So so that's working out pretty well, and but other than that, um, I put a video out today. I hope y'all can make it over there and watch it. I'm sitting at 697 right now. So if you're not subscribed, go over and check out my channel. If you like it, subscribe. All that stuff they always say. What all they say? Subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Go over and look at some of my stuff. If you like it, subscribe. Great. Otherwise, go find something you do like and subscribe to that and enjoy yourself. One thing I realized
You sound
is
like Mike Huckabee.
the most important commodity that we have is our time. And the reason I say that is because the Lord blesses us with so much of it, and we don't know how much it is. And when it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. So we want to thank each and every one of y'all, and there were 50 of you at one point tonight, for coming over and sharing some of your Friday night with us. That being said, we hope the Lord blesses y'all real good, and if He's willing, we'll see y'all back again next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Y'all, the ones of you that's still here, I got some prayer requests for you. Pray for TMS, for wisdom about decisions that he's making. Pray for my sister Tabby. She got grease spilled on her foot tonight right as we're getting ready to come on the air. And there was another one that I was supposed to ask y'all to pray for. That's
Lever Guns 50.
Lever Guns 50. His wife had COVID. So if y'all add those to your...
One more. We got a hurricane coming up the coast. Pray for all those souls that are affected.
Yep, and it's bearing down on your area too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to hit us.
Well, y'all please pray for those people.
My whole family has COVID.
Oh my word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all please add please pray for Brother Shane. Chico, you gotta come back in and tell me what's going on with him. And Reloader 762's daughter, Rachel, I think's her name. So guys, thank y'all so much. We covet your prayers. May the Lord bless y'all all real good. We'll see you next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say goodnight.